We've brought 5 players in. If you have a look at the attitude, you speak to the players and ask them about what Upson and Woodgate have been like. You know, they've been here for 4 or 5 weeks. They've been absolutely fantastic. You know, you wouldn't believe the pedigree that they've got. You know, they've mixed in really well. You know, they've become part of the group. And, you know, we've done our homework on Palacios, we've done our homework on Crouch, and we've done our homework on Jerome. And we've brought 3 players in who will all work as hard as what our gang will work, and hopefully they'll bring that little bit more quality, Pete.
But you haven't had that sort of player that you're going to see pictures of him and his missus cavorting on a beach and stuff like that?
That got nothing to do. I'm talking about football. If you want to talk about other stuff.
You haven't had that before, have you? I mean,
yeah, I've had it. We've had it with other players. We've had it with other players.
Is that going to fit in with the mix here?
No, I don't think. Peter's a great lad, I think, but you know, again, you're sort of like pigeonholing someone because he's having his picture in the paper. He's a great lad. He's a fantastic kid, very, very down to earth, and you know, we're absolutely delighted to have him, and we'll have him as a footballer. You know, what Peter does in his private life, you know, that's up to Peter, and that should be Peter's. You know, he should be able to do what he wants to do within reason, and you know, as long as he comes along and trains well and works hard, and then does it on a Saturday, we'll be absolutely delighted.
What's the limit on where players have got to live, Tony? Have they got to live, you know, within the Stoke area, or?
No, we're very fortunate that we're very central. So we have a lot of people travel from as far as Liverpool down and as far as Birmingham up. So no problems at all. We train a little bit later to give them time to get in. They do 45 minutes in the gym before they even go out training. So we make sure that you know, they're supplemented in lots of respects.
Are you glad to see Kenny back in football?
I've got great respect for Kenny. I think he's a great football man. I came across him early in my career, his management career, and he was very good then to me. And you know, I just think Dalglish and Liverpool go together. You know, it's almost like bacon and eggs. It's that, you know, it's Dalglish and Liverpool.
In what way was he good to you?
No, in lots of ways. In lots of ways, it'd be too. You know, I spend too much time blowing smoke, and I don't want to blow smoke at him too much.
Do you want to be coming back into football if you'd had a layoff like that, or do you want to get out?
I just think he's a football man. I think he's and obviously his passion is Liverpool. I don't think there's any doubt, and he's given. You know, I've got great respect for Roy, and I think you know, it was a difficult job for Roy Hodgson going into Liverpool. But I think they've got the right person now. I think, and it's been shown, he's given everybody a lift, and he's certainly given the chairman and directors a lift there because they've backed him enormously, and that's what they need. You know, they want to be a top team. They want to compete against Manchester United. They want to compete against Man City, Arsenal's, the Chelsea's, and to do that, Kenny had to go out and buy top players, and you know, he's bought very well, I think.
But with the 5 bargains that you think you've got, I mean, can you compete against what? You know, what Kenny bought?
We'll do our best. You know what we've done. We've within our budget, within our structure, over the past 4 years, we've worked very, very hard. We've had fantastic backing from the Coates family, and you know, we've gone step by step. And like I say, if you actually put it in context, the 5 signings we've made for under £20 million, you know, it's great. When you look at the quality, it's great business.
Does it not worry you a little bit that the change of player from having players that will run through brick walls for you to suddenly having a few names? And
well, I think you're being disrespectful to the players I'm bringing in. What you're saying, they don't work as hard as my players.
Well, no, I'm just saying, is there a worry that they might not? Is that
well, that's your worry. It's not my worry. Never, ever would that cross my mind. I always give them grace and see how they go.